Hey everyone, and welcome back, or if you're new here, hello, I'm your freelance editor friend ready to share the playbook. I recently posted a quick guide on moving into freelance video editing for major creators, and it sparked a ton of questions, so today we're doing a full, deep dive breakdown. I've split this into clear chapters. First, how to break in with absolutely zero experience. Second, my actual process and workload. Third, the money talk including contracts and rates. And finally, the lifestyle aspects like managing vacations, burnout, and the reality of working for huge channels. Stick around, because I'm also going to slip in one productivity tool I use daily that saves me hours every single week, and I promise it won't be a loud ad. If I were starting again from scratch, totally switching careers, zero editing background, here's the route I'd take. Do not immediately quit your day job. It's glamorous to imagine walking out and never touching a spreadsheet again, but while you build your portfolio, you need runway. When I started, I was part-time at a marketing agency, and that mix of steady income plus real-world content experience was golden. On the side, start your own channel, or at least ask friends and family if you can edit their video stuff. Yeah, unpaid work sucks, but free projects are practice and portfolio fodder. Shoot for a few clean, finished videos you can show. If you truly won't touch personal content, offer to edit for a small local business or an aspiring creator. Do 2 or 3 projects for free or super cheap and treat them like paid jobs. Deadlines, briefs, final files. Upskilling. Use free YouTube tutorials, online classes, or paid courses for structured learning. Technical skill is accessible. The harder part is client management and pricing, which most courses skip. If you can, find a course that teaches both the craft and the business side. Cold pitching. It's brutal but necessary sometimes. Cold pitch is basically emailing creators you like and saying, "I want to be your editor." Most people won't reply. That's normal. Make your subject line not boring. Don't be video editor inquiry. Be memorable, friendly, maybe a little creative. If you can show a 30 to 60 second sample tailored to their content in the email, a one-off clip, you'll get read rates way up. But also don't rely only on cold emails. Check job boards, follow creators on social media, and keep a profile on marketplace sites. It took time to land my first client. If it feels slow, it's supposed to. Niche. When you're new, don't be picky. You'll learn faster editing varied content. Once you have a solid roster and choose your clients start appearing, then specialize in vlogs or lifestyle or whatever you enjoy. If you want to exclusively edit vlogs, make sure your portfolio screams vlog edits. Courses. Prioritize business courses over just technical ones. Everyone can learn cuts and transitions on YouTube, but things like contracts, retainer models, and client workflows are what keep you paid and sane. How much experience did I have before applying? I had about 4 years producing content in agency roles, which involved a lot of editing, though I wasn't titled video editor. 2 years into that journey, I started emailing creators. 4 years in, I quit the day job and got my first proper freelance client. It's a slow burn for many. Do I only edit styles I like? Now I pick clients who align with my taste, lifestyle, and vlogs. But early on, I took anything. You learn how people want cuts, pacing, and jokes by doing varied work. Cutting choices. This is more about communication than wizardry. On the intro call, I clarify whether they want full editorial autonomy or step-by-step handholding. At first, it's messy. Everyone's learning each other. But after a few videos, you develop an instinct for their preferences. Always ask for references. 3 videos, channels, so you're aligned. How long does a typical vlog edit take? It depends on footage, complexity, and deliverables. For a 10 to 20 minute vlog with standard B-roll and a couple of graphics, I'm usually in the 4-8 hour range. If a client is very precise or the edit has a lot of nested sequences, it can creep to 10-12 hours. Software. I primarily use a standard nonlinear editing system. Clients don't need to have the same software if they don't touch project files. For co-editing workflows where they want the project file, yes, you'll need a shared platform and the same software versions. Music and copyright. The main video platform is unforgiving. There's a difference between royalty-free and licensed library subscriptions like the big music services. These services tie licenses to channels. If you're editing for a client who has one of these subscriptions, you can license songs through their channel. Sometimes clients will share login access for a month. Other times you have to purchase per channel. If they stop working with you, their license remains theirs. Personally, I love the usability of popular services. The platform's free audio library is a solid free fallback. A modern lifesaver. If you're doing long-form to short-form repurposing, which most creators want, an AI tool that auto-detects viral moments and turns them into ready-to-post clips is a game changer. Rather than hunting timestamps and manually cutting 20-30 second clips, these tools pull the highest engagement bites and even format them for different platforms. Plus, auto-schedule and integrated content calendars let you queue posts without bouncing between apps. I'll talk more about that later because it's what helped me scale. How to set hourly or per video rates. There's no perfect answer. When I started, I looked up industry rate ranges and saw insane variations. I pitched a starting rate for my first client because it was slightly above my part-time income and covered tools like editing software and music licenses. Soon I realized hourly rates punish fast editors. Switch to per video pricing once you can estimate typical hours for a specific creator's workflow. Example. If you think a client's vlog takes 8 hours and you want an equivalent rate, that's the base. Add 0.30% for business expenses, tax, hard drives, and admin. That covers your overhead. Round up, present it as a per video price, and be clear what's included. Retainers. My business is mostly retainer-based now. I charge a fixed monthly fee that covers X deliverables. Example framework. A set monthly cost for up to a certain number of videos. That's a certain per video cost if you break it down, but what's crucial is the guarantee. The client pays for the editor's monthly availability, not per minute of footage. If they only provide 2 videos that month, the retainer still stands. They paid for my reserved time. If I miss a video due to illness, I deduct that from the next invoice. Put these terms explicitly in the contract. Contract essentials. Always have a contract for any job, project, or retainer. Free templates exist. Tweak them or run them by a lawyer. Key clauses. Services, what you're delivering. Number of videos, shorts, revisions. Key clauses. Price and payment schedule. Monthly retainer, ad hoc rates, late fees. Key clauses. Revisions, e.g. 3 rounds included, then billable at an agreed upon rate. Key clauses. No carryover clause. Unused videos don't roll forward if client misses deadlines. Key clauses. Termination and notice. How to end the agreement. Key clauses. IP and licensing. Who owns the final files. Key clauses. Confidentiality and brand safety clauses. Revenue share deals. Creators sometimes offer revenue split deals, e.g. base rate plus percentage of ad revenue. Personally, I avoid those. Your income should not be directly tied to their views. Creator views fluctuate. You should be paid for your skill and time. Raising your rates. Reassess every 3 to 6 months. If your client relies on you, it's fair to ask for a bump. Script a polite message. Say thanks, note recent successes, and propose a new monthly rate or reduce deliverables at the old rate. An AI writing assistant can draft the wording, but your relationship cues matter most. If they refuse, offer phased increases or fewer deliverables. Taxes. Freelancing isn't massively complicated, but it's different from salaried work. Track income and expenses. Set aside money for tax and hire an accountant. 10 to 20% saved regularly makes tax season chill. Pricing baseline. Don't undercut the market. If you have real skill, don't accept low-rate jobs unless it's unpaid practice. $50 an hour is a reasonable baseline in many markets. Adjust for local cost of living and experience. Work vibes. Working with YouTubers is usually casual. Voice memos, quick threads, DMs, and a lot of trust. Some editors operate like coworkers, others like creative partners. I prefer when clients trust my editorial choices. It speeds everything up and we make better content together. Vacation? Plan ahead. Because most of my clients are on a monthly retainer, I either negotiate a skip month, they don't pay retainer for the month I'm gone, or I prep and batch edits before leaving. Remember, freelancers don't get paid leave, so factor that into your rate. Co-editing. If you hand over project files for creators to touch, you'll need shared software and file organization. Personally, I avoid co-editing unless necessary. It introduces versioning headaches. Drama. I have one funny story. I edited a client piece where they roasted a company in the raw footage, and later I found they'd taken a brand deal with that same company. Influencer life be weird. You see the unfiltered human moments when you edit. Sometimes you get contradictions, sometimes it's wholesome. Generally, most creators are lovely. Big channel anxiety. Editing for a very large subscriber channel? You'll feel imposter syndrome. That's normal. Remember, they hired you because you passed through their vetting. Production-wise, it's not a different craft, just higher stakes and more eyeballs. Take a breath, communicate clearly, and enjoy the experience. Pros and cons. Cons. You must be self-motivated. It can be expensive to set up. Hard drives, software, work can get repetitive, you'll need thick skin for negotiations, and it can be lonely. Pros. Freedom, better pay for focused hours, daily creativity, confidence from building a niche skill, and an almost unlimited ceiling. You can scale into an agency, offer strategy, or raise rates as you specialize. One practical thing I started offering clients to level up my value: short-form repurposing. Creators want clips for Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Manually finding the best bites is time-consuming. So I started using an AI clipper that finds viral moments, auto-sizes them, and queues them in a content calendar. It literally shaves hours off my weekly workload. What I love about the right tool: it does 3 things well: auto-editing to find the most engaging moments, auto-scheduling so I don't have to babysit posting times, and a content calendar so everything is in one place. Some other apps will do one of these things but charge a premium or make you hop between tools. One app finds clips but doesn't schedule, another formats but needs manual uploads. Or some are cheap but inaccurate and dump you with bad clips to curate. The result? I can offer clients main videos plus auto-clipped shorts per month as a packaged service, which increases my retainer while adding value for them. Plus, the tool's analytics help us test which clips drive channel growth, and that's a consultative add-on I can charge for. If you want to be a freelance editor for creators, it's absolutely possible. Practice relentlessly, build a portfolio, protect yourself with contracts, set sane rates, and automate the busy work where you can. Be friendly, be communicative, and never forget to save for tax. And if you're thinking about scaling beyond pure editing, like offering shorts, scheduling, or channel strategy, think about integrating smart tools that can auto-clip and auto-post. They're not a magic replacement for a human editor, but they let you do more work in less time and appear way more professional to clients. If I missed anything, drop questions below and I'll answer in the comments or in another vlog. Oh, and if you want to see a walkthrough of how I use an auto-clipping and scheduling tool to turn one long video into many platform-ready clips, say so and I'll demo it next week. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!